pleasant good morning and
Everyone's a di-
welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is Friday, the fourth month, the 22nd day of the fourth month, 2016. My name is Dylan Jones. It's a pleasure to be here with you without no measure. I want to say thank God it is another beautiful day. It's Friday and we're here. Truly blessed to be here, whilst unfortunately some others are not. I want to say good morning to Emmanuel Martinez.
Good morning, Dylan, and good morning to all the beautiful people who are watching us this morning. Muy buenos días, compañeros. Lo mejor del día para hoy, para todos ustedes.
First of all, I want to say again, it's Friday, and keep it locked where you have it on the Sugar City Morning Show. We're viewed live on Channel 10, 61, and on most of, or if not all, cable providers across the country of Belize. So, I want to remind you that you can reach us at 302-2170, or call us, text us at 626-4882, or text us at phone number
635-7436.
635-7436. That's Emmanuel's number. So we're going to turn it over to Emmanuel to lead us in a word of prayer, because it's 7 after 7.
Yes. Muy buenos días, compañeros. Como siempre, un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana cuando son las 7:06 en este día 22 de abril. Y como nada, ya estamos en el viernes y ya mañana ya es sábado y puchica, qué rápido pasa el tiempo. Entre una semana y unos cuantos días ya estaremos en el mes de mayo, compañeros. Ya sería el quinto mes del año y qué rápido pasa el tiempo. Bueno, por el simple hecho de que hemos estado viendo tantos días pasar, pues la verdad es de que tenemos que agradecerle a nuestro Creador por la vida y por la buena salud que nos has dado para poder ver todo esto suceder. Así que tomamos tiempo aparte esta mañana, a esta hora, para darle gracias a nuestro Creador, a nuestro poder superior. ¿Ok? Y decir, Padre, te damos las gracias por poder hoy abrir nuestros ojos, poder sentir, palpar, comer, caminar, pensar, porque estamos vivos. Así que, Padre, te damos las gracias por la vida, por la buena salud que nos das y por las fuerzas para seguir batallando, chambeando, dignamente y honestamente por nuestro dinero. Gracias, Padre, por eso que nos das. También te queremos agradecer, Padre, todas las otras bendiciones que nos das a través de ese gran amor, ese amor eterno que tienes para nosotros. Padre, te queremos pedir que continúes dándonos esas bendiciones para que podamos seguir adelante. Te agradecemos todo lo que haces para nuestros familiares, para nuestras amistades, para nuestros compañeros de trabajo. Muchas gracias, Padre. En fin, por todos nosotros. Como siempre, Padre, te pedimos para aquellas personas que más lo necesitan. Te pedimos, Padre, para la gente enferma, para la gente que está en las cárceles, para la gente que está en las calles, para aquellas personas que aún así están en sus casas, pero están de una forma u otra sufriendo. Padre, hoy te pedimos en particular para nuestros líderes, para nuestros políticos, no solo de Belice, sino también pedimos para todos los líderes del mundo, para que puedan entonces ellos entender y trabajar en pro de su gente. En particular, Padre, te pedimos que podamos salir de esta situación difícil que nos encontramos estos días, en particular desde el día de ayer, con esa actitud agresiva que hemos estado viendo de Guatemala. Padre, te pedimos que podamos asentarnos tantito más, poder platicar y poder salir de esta situación difícil, pero Padre, que nos llenes de sabiduría, paciencia y que al final del día podamos hablar como gente que somos, sin tener que ser súper emocional y estar tratando de ser confrontacional y provocativa. Padre, perdónanos, ayúdanos, bendícenos. Amén.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for those strong words and humble words and prayers as we need a lot of prayers right now,
For cool heads to prevail.
This is a blessed little
You
country.
need a lot of wisdom, and with wisdom comes patience, and with wisdom comes a lot of those things,
Yeah. The weather report.
Yes.
Jump into the weather report for Friday. Today, Friday, 22nd April 2016. As of 5:30 a.m. this morning, the general situation is fair and warm weather prevails. 24 forecast sunny today and partly cloudy tonight. Little or no rainfalls will occur. Winds will be blowing east of 5 to 15 knots. Sea state choppy. Advisories, alerts, watches, and warnings. None is out for today. For the weather outlook for Saturday and Saturday night is continuingly mainly and fair warm weather, so it will be rather just good enough. Temperatures and the highs today on the coast 31 degrees Celsius, 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Inland 34 degrees Celsius, 92 degrees Fahrenheit, 94 degrees Fahrenheit. In the hills 28 degrees Celsius, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. The lows for tonight on the coast 26 degrees Celsius, 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Inland 22 degrees Celsius, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. In the hills 98 degrees Celsius, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. The tides, there will be a high tide at 9:52 a.m. and a low at 4:45 p.m. And for tomorrow, Saturday, the high tide will be at 10:48 p.m. and the low will be at 4:27 a.m. The sun rises at 5:32 a.m. The moon will rise at 6:46 p.m. The sun will set for Saturday at 6:11 p.m. and the moon will set for Saturday at 6:35 a.m. That's your weather report brought to you through the kind courtesy of Drummond, Vegas and Sons, Albion's Bus Line, the Hungerman Barbecue, Youth Connection Band, Vegas Imports, and this station.
Muchas gracias,
now
Dylan.
Turn it over to Emmanuel to bring us report in Spanish.
Para la gente de habla hispana, muy buenos días. ¿Cómo se encuentran hoy? Un gusto saludarles como siempre. Este es el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, viernes 22 de abril. Este reporte generado a las 5:30 indica que estamos viendo buen tiempo, tiempo cálido, tiempo seco y que estas condiciones van a continuar para los siguientes 2 días. Nada fuera de orden. Final, como siempre digo, este es abril. Así que para las siguientes 24 horas vamos a estar viendo cielos soleados, va a estar bastante caluroso hoy, parcialmente nublado hoy por la noche, si cae algo tantito de lluvia, poquito o nada. Los vientos de 5 a 15 nudos, el estado del mar agitado, no hay ninguna advertencia en lugar para aquellas pequeñas embarcaciones, no hay nada de eso. Bastante calmada la situación, se espera que para mañana sábado y sábado por la noche continuemos viendo estas condiciones, esencialmente con tiempo caluroso y tiempo seco. Las temperaturas, las altas para el día de hoy por la costa 87 grados, en el interior del país, compañeros, vamos a subir hasta 94 grados, pero por las colinas únicamente van a subir a 82 grados. Las bajas por la costa 78 grados, en el interior del país vamos a bajar hasta 72 grados y por las colinas únicamente 66 grados. Las mareas, una marea alta va a suceder a las 9:52 hoy por la mañana. Eso es seguido por una marea baja a las 4:45 hoy por la tarde. Luego entonces otra marea alta a las 10:48 hoy por la noche. Entonces habrá otra marea baja a las 4:27 mañana temprano por la madrugada. El sol salió hoy, a las 5:32 y el sol se oculta a las 6:11 hoy por la tarde. La luna igualmente sale hoy por la tarde a las 6:46 y la luna se oculta mañana temprano, 25 minutos antes de las 7 de la mañana. Le damos las gracias a Francisca Wellington y a todas las personas trabajando, laborando ahí en el Belize Weather Bureau por esta información que nos traen para que en torno a nosotros podamos compartir con todos ustedes.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Before we go to the break, I want to say a big shout out to my peeps all the way down there in Benque Viejo del Carmen, to Christian Rosado Jones. You're celebrating your 8th birthday today, Christian. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Happy birthday goes out to you from all of us way up here in Orange Walk, from Daddy Jones and Auntie Ange and everybody. Wishing you a happy birthday, and don't get trouble now. Just enjoy the rest of your day, all right? And remember, we love you all right? So, with that, we take a commercial break. It's 16 minutes after 7. When we come back, we have some serious discussion to get into. You know, things heating up at the border. Not good, but we'll talk about it when we come back. And we invite you to get in on the conversation, all right? We'll be right back.
My name is Ken.
Sherry Burgess from New York.
Well, I believe we have come a long way.
The development it's really great. The roads are much nicer.
Streets are so nice now.
More commercial buildings, more businesses.
It is nothing like the Belize that I see today.
I'm happy with Belize's progress, and I hope they continue to do it. As a young nation, I think we're growing, and what the government is doing so far is very good for the country.
Dean Barrow is the man, and he came in and do a whole lot, changed this whole country around, and
he's doing an excellent job.
We're catching up.
I think that Belize have arrived finally.
Everything has changed and developed so beautifully.
We're proud to be Belizeans, proud to be Belizeans.
Everyone's a DigiFan, and it's only getting better. More talk with the lowest rates to the most people in the country. More value with the best text bundles that come out of your free bonus credit. And more ways to reach the world, because your international calls and texts do too. More free everything, with promotions like the night shift with unlimited talk and text for only $1.99 a night.
I'm a DigiFan.
They see one how girly fan, always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit, large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color, Buster.
In the past year, Digicel has gotten thousands of new customers. They're DigiFans. Want to know why? Because they get more love with more text, more talk, more data, more free everything, including more promotions.
I'm a DigiFan.
I'm a DigiFan.
I'm a DigiFan.
Because I get more.
Because I get more.
Because I get more.
Digicel, always giving you more.
Belize! Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Hello?
Did you send the credit yet?
Hey, sorry, dears. I forgot. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Unless you have powers like Fattern here, you can use Digicel's Send Me Credit service to instantly send credit to anyone just by dialing *77 followed by the pound sign or *798 followed by the pound sign. Then the number you want to send credit to. Finally, add the cash amount and click Send. Always more with Digicel. Bullies! Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get off.
It's going down this April. Unlimited talking text all night long for just $1.99 with Digicel's Night Shift. Talking text with your Digicel friends and fam as long as you want. Just dial *638 to activate. This April, be unlimited with Digicel's Night Shift. Bullies! Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
Everyone's a DigiFan, and it's only getting better. More talk with the lowest rates to the most people in the country. More value with the best text bundles that come out of your free bonus credit. And more ways to reach the world, because your international calls and texts do too. More free everything, with promotions like the night shift with unlimited talk and text for only $1.99 a night.
I'm a DigiFan. I'm a DigiFan.
They see you and know you're event. Always a star, yes. You live in color to the limit. Large and in charge, yes. That's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color, Buster.
In the past year, Digicel has gotten thousands of new customers. They're DigiFans. Wanna know why? Because they get more love, with more text, more talk, more data, more free everything, including more promotions.
I'm a DigiFan.
I'm a DigiFan.
I'm a DigiFan.
Because I get more.
Because I get more.
Because I get more.
Digicel, always giving you more.
Bullies! Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers. In all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Hello?
Babe, you sent the credit yet?
Ay, sorry, dear. I forgot. I'm send it to you right now.
Unless you have powers like Farron here, you can use Digicel's Send Me Credit service to instantly send credit to anyone just by dialing *77 followed by the pound sign or *798 followed by the pound sign. Then the number you want to send credit to. Finally, add the cash amount and click Send. Always more with Digicel.
Bullies! Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. And before we go into our guest this morning, I want to remind you that you can reach us at 302-2170, and we were reminded that it is Earth Day. So, happy Earth Day to one and all. But we have a little message here. Dr. Angela, you know Dr. Angela usually comes into town from New York with good news, helping people all over from way back. But she brought with her some school shoes for boys and girls. She will have a sale at the park from 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Beautiful black shoes for boys and girls to go to school at rock bottom, reasonable, just to cover back a flight price, I call it, because she believes in helping people. And also, just on a quick note, there will be a big five-a-side competition in Benqueviejo del Carmen. Prize is up to $1,000. This is the opening on the 50th, because it begins on the 1st of May, and it will run up until Benque Fiesta. So, join up, carry a team from down. If you want to carry a team from anywhere, you're welcome to sign up. Emmanuel, take it away.
Thank you. Well, morning, Ange. Morning, Angela. Good to have you back. I have here a notice from the Carmelita Water Board, and this says that water is a precious resource critical to people. Pues ya sabemos de que sin agua no podemos vivir, punto. Because we need water for just about everything in the world. So with this in mind, the Water Board, in agreement with the Rural Development Officer, would like to urge all villages in Carmelita and Tower Hill villages to please follow the tips below to conserve water throughout this hot and dry season. Well, we've been hearing in the weather report that it's going to be warm and it's going to be dry. So if there's any rain occurring, it's going to be very sparse. So little rainfall. So a lot of people are running short of water in their vats and blah, but more importantly, the reservoirs that the earth, has as a natural process are also drying up. So it's important for us to conserve water. It's important for us to do that. So they're urging us to upgrade, repair, replace, and retrofit your toilet if needs be. We have a situation when sometimes you flush the toilet, and what happens is that the little palanquita, the little thing there, doesn't stop the water from running. So it just keeps on running, and you would be surprised to find out how many gallons of water are just wasted. And if you multiply that by the amount of toilets to which this is happening, unfortunately, then, a lot of water is being wasted. Secondly, to repair leaky and faulty faucets. 3, to fill and cover your pool for future use. Okay, in other words, don't use it. And if you want to refresh yourselves or you want to take a little swim, go to a nearby river ultra-commercial pool, obviously to help conserve water. Remember, these are just tips. They're not telling you that you must do it. But I think that we need to act out of conscience here. 5, turn off your hose while washing your car to conserve water, something that is a poignant reminder of how we behave. You know, we have this hose or the bib is not functioning, so rather than running over to switch off the valve, we just keep the water running and wasting the water. Please be conscious of the fact that, you know, we're wasting water, precious water. And 6, contact the water board chairman at 627-3604 or 620-0685 or any board member for any assistance or concerns. You can't make water, so please use what you need. Coming soon, general meeting to inform and update all customers. And the board chairman is Feliciano Salam. And that is the message coming from the Carmelita Water Board.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel.
Certainly.
This morning, we have quite a show this morning. We taken a little bit of time out to talk to some folks who are here to introduce us to our organization, and this organization is Focus. And here with us, Emmanuel, we have...
Yes, we have obviously the president of the organization called Focus. He's Mr. Silverio Marin. We've had him on the show before. He's also the big man at the Belize Marketing and Development Corporation. Am I right? And also we have Miss Elma Levi. Good morning and welcome to the show. Muy buenos días. Bienvenidos. Levy. Okay. All right. You see?
Levi is some Jewish man.
Yes, I know. I beg your pardon for that. I guess I watched Fiddler on the Roof a little bit too much. Good morning and welcome. Talk to us about Focus. What is Focus?
Yes, good morning first of all to everyone. And as you rightly mentioned, we are a new organization.
A new organization.
We're based in Corozal Town. I happen to be the president this year.
You happen to be.
That's right. So today I'm here in a different capacity. Okay. Focus started in 2012, and it came about as an initiative between volunteers, people who have a common interest, and in the environment specifically, and in trying to make Corozal a better place. And we came together as a group, and we decided to establish this NGO in order to create awareness and
of the environment.
And to promote sustainable development in the district. Ever since, we've been involved in several activities, such as giving lectures to children in school. We also do workshops for the teachers. We also participate in many of the worldwide events, such as Earth Hour, Earth Day, the Ocean Conservancy cleanup campaigns. So those things we've been doing. And today we're here promoting Earth Day.
Today is Earth Day, right?
That is right. Today is Earth Day.
Yeah. Right. Now, Focus is an acronym for something else.
Yes, Focus stands for Friends of Corozal United for Sustainability.
Okay. Well, being that today is Earth Day, do you have any activities that are going to commemorate the day today, or not even just only for today, but maybe something that in the very near future? Okay. Do you have any activities?
Yes, we do. Okay. In fact, for the entire week, we've been going to the different schools, high schools and sixth forms in the district. And we've been visiting them, and we've been planting mahogany trees. And this is an initiative that comes from the Belize Ottoman Society. It is being spearheaded in the district by the youth development, by the district youth Department of Youth Services.
Okay.
And then it is being coordinated along with Focus and Oceana and ENDAC. And so this is happening in Corozal. So we're visiting all the high schools and the sixth forms in Corozal.
So what have you done? You pretty much have assigned so many schools to so many people, or you just do it random schools?
No, we've been visiting to all the high schools and all the sixth forms. Okay. And we're going there and we're planting a tree along with either high school environmental club or a science group or an agriculture group. We plant the trees, and then we tell them the importance of keeping a healthy environment. Yes.
Are you being well received? I mean, there's a notion of sustainability of the environment and the celebration of Earth Day, focusing on the importance of maintaining what is ours. Earth Day is significant in the sense that, we have been hearing so much about the carbon dioxide levels. We've been talking about the depletion of resources. We've been having a lot of
layer,
negative things.
the
and so
ozone,
forth.
eating
All right.
away of the ozone
Yes,
layer.
right. So we want to bring this to the consciousness to the conscience of people. Are you in your presentations to the schools and so forth? Is it obviously well received, or are people asking questions? Are they participating in the discussions? Do you see some sort of level of active participation or interest from the youth?
Indeed, we've been having a very good reception from the.
You
from
have
the
this very gratifying.
Students. What happens is that in the high schools and the sixth forms, the effects of climate change is taught, and we commemorate Earth Day in trying to create consciousness about this negative impact that climate change is happening. And so we go to the schools, and since these concepts have already been taught in the schools, then the kids are more receptive.
The kids are more receptive.
Let us hear from Miss Levy a little bit. Good morning.
Good morning.
Rather quiet in the corner. What prompted you to be a part of an organization like this?
Well, when Focus first started, I was in third form, and now I'm done with sixth form and at UB, and I basically just grew a love for the environment. And as I went to the sixth form, I later became the president of the Eagles Environmental Club.
Of the Eagles?
Environmental. And I started partnering along with Focus while I was the president of the Eagles Environmental Club, and we started doing extra initiatives like participating in Earth Hour and Earth Day. As we know, Earth Day is something that is done yearly, annually by Focus, and I just have this need or this caring for the environment, and I believe that we need more individuals who are more caring and more conscious
I agree with you 100%.
Of the things that we are doing. So,
what are some of the major concerns that you see, some of the practices that you see currently being done, which you feel should not be done?
Okay, well, like dredging is one that is happening right here in Belize.
Dredging of mangrove areas, or are you talking about
mangroves,
okay.
Especially in Corozal, we've seen they've been tearing down the mangroves, and
that's a fragile environment.
Exactly,
and that's.
I think people aren't aware of the of the positive effects of the positivity of mangroves. I guess they don't see how helpful it is to.
Lo ven como monte. Ti corta la cosa esa. That's what they look at it.
Yeah, they find it as a nuisance. Like, we can't swim in the sea. There's mangrove right there. Instead of saying, "Oh, we could go wrong and swim somewhere else."
We in Focus, when we first got established in 2012, we focused on trying to get back a piece of the beach area. To open it up for the general public. You will know that most of the Corozal Bay, all the entire coast, is now privately owned. And so we are looking at
around the Corozal town area.
Yes, the entire Corozal town area, and even beyond that. And we are looking at the scenario in the future, and there's going to be no place other than what is available now.
Who is selling
for public.
place? The man you have to find out who is selling.
Well, that is a practice that has been happening from a long time ago, and so that is a concern for us. And so we managed to get back Mangrove Park, and so we established it as a public area, and we've been promoting the conservation of mangroves. And the mangroves have also helped us in creating a little beach area, and it is one of the very few beach areas in Corozal town. All that you will see in the rest of the town is seawall, and the mangroves have had this benefit of creating this.
What part
this
of the
beach area.
sea, the border? What part of the sea area this is located?
This is. Do you know where Dreams is?
That's way up.
Finca
Yeah,
Solana.
Finca Solana area. Yeah, that is where we have a mangrove park.
Okay, that's way up past the Ministry of
Works?
Yeah, I think no works. I think forestry or something. Anyway, it's way up though. I know my dreams.
It's all the way in.
Way up, almost to the end, no?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, almost to the end. On the side there. Well,
Activities that you have in mind or have been planned or have been doing?
Okay, so we now have planned, as every year we do, we have the Green Mile cleanup campaign.
The what, I'm sorry?
The Green Mile cleanup campaign.
Green Mile cleanup campaign.
And this is where we get different groups from the entire district to come out and clean the highway. And so we have groups from Buena Vista Village, which is the first community in our district, all the way to Corozal Town. And also we get groups from Corozal Town to the northern border. So everyone comes out and cleans a section of the highway.
Have they been a portion? Has all the highway been from Buena Vista all the way to Corozal? Is there a current caretaker for that already?
We have various groups that are assigned those specific sections. We also have some sections that are still available.
Oh, they're still
and
available.
So we are encouraging more people to sign up.
And
to be a part of this event. For the people that live right in front of the highway, they can come out and just clean in front of their houses, you know.
The issue of garbage, plastics, does that rank high all the way up in terms of your concerns for the environment?
Very much so. I think that this is one of the major
problem
eyesores. You know, it might not be such a huge problem like oil drilling or those things that have a very negative impact on the environment. But this is an eyesore for everyone. And it also poses dangers for the wildlife that we have in the community. I mean, you will know that just recently a tapir was knocked down in Corozal.
Yeah.
And so you know that there is wildlife there. Yeah. And what are they eating? They go out and they eat on the short grass that grows by the highway. And there's a lot of garbage that is there, and so many times
I think that as NGOs, though, I think, in my view, when it comes to the garbage, because we having a fight to this garbage from 1901, and I think that maybe you all as NGOs, I could be wrong, are not putting enough time into making the laws work when it comes to littering. Because, I mean, you are from Corozal. From you small, from your first trip that you to Mal, you know if you no plastic on the ground over there.
That's right.
You know if you just, as a man, haul pan a lamppost and take a leak. You understand me? You know that even you watch your daddy, if you want to drink a little beer, he hide it in a bag or something, or it's in the back seat of the car, because he can't do that over there. So then, why they have that fear? Because there's strict laws when it comes to that. So I'm saying is that don't you think that it is time for you all to just stop, or I shouldn't say stop, but ease up off of the campaign about trying to educate people, because people don't know already. And maybe spend some of your energy working with the system, the government or the police, to strengthen these laws when it comes to littering. Because you see a lot of people at the beach side of Corozal, the party, and when they're done from there,
that's right.
You see a lot of chips bag, you know. And the sad part, alone Mexican chips bag, cause we don't make people learn anything.
Yeah.
You know, big cola bottle and all that. Plastic cups, then that's what become. Most of these things are not biodegradable, and that will make the place later. So I just want to say, what's your view on that? Don't you think that you should focus more on go see the Attorney General or go see the Governor General or go see the Prime Minister and tell them, listen, we want to make sort of pressure these, what you call them, dirty up the place law and you don't think so, man?
Yeah. Well, I'm very happy that you mentioned that point, Dylan. You will know that in Corozal, there is no Department of the Environment, there is no Department of Fisheries, there's no Forestry Department. None of the environmental departments from the government are present in our district. And this is one of the reasons also that we decided to establish this NGO, to take on a lot of these responsibilities and to educate our people. because in the absence of these departments, then a lot of these things, a lot of these laws then are overlooked. And that has been one of the main challenges. We're happy that the Corozal Town Council has been very active with us, and they're always promoting the green environment in the town. But it goes beyond that, as you said. And it is not only, the campaign is not only about picking up garbage. This is what makes it symbolic. But the real message behind the campaign is that we want to promote a healthy environment for us as humans and for the rest.
Living in a healthy environment, number one, because you could plant all the tree you want. You could plant all the grass you want, make the wild animals eat. And if dirt around the place, it's not healthy.
Yeah, it's not healthy. Yeah.
And then I don't see no sense of we trying to take, flyers, pamphlets, spending money on T-shirts, spending money on a walk and trying to awareness, and then people just watch it like.
Well,
but
the issue.
if you take on the awareness to say, and you use someone as example, if you're caught littering, a $500 fine, no ticket fine. If you got a quote, and for example, in the news, Emmanuel, there are some guys from Orange Walk, drink over Chetamal. Take out their wieners and piss around the place, and how when they arrest them? Arrest them, charge them, and put them on the front page cover of the newspaper, and when they put cochinos, they believe it.
Wow.
This is how serious this thing.
Yes, indeed.
You understand?
And sometimes it takes somebody else to notice these things, because sometimes we become too involved in our products and about the wonderful things that we can do, and then we sometimes forget to understand that there are huge transgressions of the law going on. Now, let me just fix that up a little bit.
Break it down for me, that's why.
Break it down. All right. ¿Qué sucede? Estás absolutamente correcto, Dylan. Llegó al punto, y yo creo, esta es mi opinión, a mí no me importa, pero te lo estoy diciendo, a mí es mi opinión, cuando ya tenemos que dejar de ser tan complacientes, tan permisivos.
Irresponsables.
¿Ok? Porque tenemos la ley de nuestro lado y no lo estamos reforzando. Porque generalmente, ¿qué sucede? Los políticos intervienen. ¿Ok? No, vamos a tomarlo suave con esa persona porque me apoya. Tenemos que poner la política a un lado y mantener nuestro medio ambiente en buena condición. Si es que estamos hablando, y aquí te voy a decir algo, que aquí como ¿cuántas yardas? Tenemos una situación bastante difícil porque la gente simplemente viene, la gente siempre viene en su vehículo y ¡puf! Te tira el saco de basura con gato muerto, perro muerto, lo que sea. Y si alguna vez has preguntado por qué tenemos tantos pájaros en la torre, es por eso. No por Dillon, y no por mí, y no por Morris. Por la basura que la gente tira irresponsablemente.
Of living in a healthy environment. I'm not saying that no, they're on the right track, But I think groups like you all, or maybe the Need for Farmer next group, will pay attention just to that.
Well, you see, Dillon, for that you need to have enforcement capacities, and the law as it is very specific in who is responsible and who is able to fine the people. So we can only, as citizens, make a recommendation and say.
Well, this is exactly what I mean. I'm not saying for make your son mislead you out there, because if I send she out there, go give me a ticket, I want to show up, flip up, and they go every minute just for make she go give me a ticket. But respect her. But I'm saying that if there's organizations like you all, citizens that want to make a change, Citizens want to make a change, because if you small, you understand, for later at Chetamal, for later. You know what, sad, Emmanuel? I saw this, I'll be specific about the time, I think it was around December. Because I frequent Mexican side a lot. So we come back over. No, we were going over, and we were waiting to cross, but there's only a mesh wire that separates the cross, and the line is so long. And then some Belizeans They come back home, open the trunk, Emmanuel, the back door for the SUV, man, the bottle and drop out the green bottle and the second bottle, chips bag, and the next one told the other person, he said, pick me up. No man, we there home. Don't worry about that. I mean, like, I just watch it. I never say nothing because I know well enough not to interfere in that. But that's sad, man. You know, Emmanuel? No man, but listen, no man, we left that we there home. That the border, you know. The border. I just watch them and like, so when I watch them and the other one noticed me and I shake my head and they said why, and then they pick up the bottles and they throw it in the garbage. But the mentality have to change.
Yes. It is a cultural thing, that we as Belizeans, we tend to undermine our environment as well. And we feel that because we're at home, we're free to do these things. And you're right, when there's no enforcement of the law, when there's no consequences to your actions, then you just feel free to continue doing it. So one of our main targets in Focus is the children, because the children are like an open book where you can start to write a story. And so we trying to instill in them the good about keeping a healthy, clean environment. And so that is why we target them and we go to the schools. And we have seen a positive change. We have seen a positive reaction with the kids, because we notice that the parents become more conscious all of a sudden because the kids will call their attention. I've seen it with my own family. When the children are in the vehicle and the parent makes the attempt to throw something out of the window, and the kid is the one that says, you know what, we shouldn't be doing that, And so
I'm
the parents become conscious of it as well.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad, and these kind of little bad habits are hard to break.
Indeed.
Are very hard to break.
Well, I'll tell you something. If they slap you in a $500 bad habit.
Thank you very much.
It'll
And
go
I
away,
think
yeah.
that, like I said, it's time for us to stop being so permissive
you know what, Emmanuel,
and
when they
so
slap you,
complacent.
when they slap you with a fine, you always remember, boy, that 500 is not part of my culture at all. I don't like that culture.
Because initially, and a lot of people become easily discouraged with their efforts. And they go like, let me clean up the park and let's do this. And then there comes an individual who eat tamales and just left it, what you call it. And then he said, you see, coupled with the educational program that we did and the actual physical activity that we did in cleaning the park, somebody still got it hard for them. And then they become discouraged. Said, ya no más lo voy a hacer. What you need to do is just not be discouraged. Go ahead and continue, because you can't change these bad habits overnight. Put up the signs that say, don't let. If somebody broke it down, put it up again. It's a culture you're changing. It's the way people think, people act. And it might take 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years, but you have to be insistent. But it needs to be coupled along with the enforcement of the law. It has to. So education is one thing, and enforcement of the law is another. Believe me.
Indeed.
Believe me.
The country has very good laws when it comes to the protection of the environment. Excellent laws, but the enforcement is what is lacking. Yeah. And especially in Corozal, the clearing of the mangroves is something that happens very constantly, and we don't see the law being enforced. And so we, as Focus, we've taken it to be calling the department and say, you know what, you need to come over.
And let's talk a little bit about why the mangroves are so important, so people know. People might be wondering, why protect the mangroves? Can you expound a bit on this?
Wild vine.
Eso es basura, eso es monte, córtalo, se ve feo. Mira qué feo están las raíces. Cuéntanos acerca de los beneficios, benefits.
Well, what people don't know is like mangroves, they can be not only food but also living grounds for sea creatures, such as seahorses or little fishes. They use mangroves, the roots of mangroves, as their homes. And when you're cutting down mangroves, you're basically taking away their homes from them.
Is it breeding ground for fish as well?
Yes, sir. Okay. It's a breeding ground, and it's also a feeding. That's where they feed and breed. And I think some of the good effects, I don't know what's the word, of mangroves is that they help when we have
Benefits,
hurricanes.
good benefits.
Yeah, the benefits is that they help with the
Presents
with
a
the-
natural barrier, and,
Yes, yes,
against
sir.
these high rolling waves and so forth. And the same effect of the roots keeps the hold the earth together. Am I
That's right. That's right.
Because we gonna have no soil erosion.
soil erosion, and I think that's one of the issues that we're facing right there in Corozal, because I always tell this story on every single talk show that we go on, that there's this area in Finca Solana which we usually drive down to, and we could have drive over vehicles at one point, like up to last year Easter we drove, and there's a lane that you could actually drive down, and this year we took our vehicles and we had to stop at a certain point because we noticed that the entire ground is gone. There's a huge circle in the road. There's no longer a road there, and you have to stop your vehicle or you need to walk.
So what you're telling me is that all the area has been eroded?
There's a huge area that.
The mangroves, yes.
Yeah. And I see that I heard that even in Belize City, right? Well, in Ladyville, they're gonna do the
Well,
same
down
thing.
south we saw that on the news some time ago, maybe a couple of years ago, down by Dangri. Is it Dangri or Hopkins or where it is?
Hopkins last year.
Hopkins last year?
Yes.
Yeah, they are right now. They happen right now.
But this is something that is ongoing in Corozal, and as I say, you notice when you fly over or when you drive along the shorelines, you notice that there's a lot of mangrove, and that is because it is a coastal area, and before we inhabited those areas, it was all mangrove. But we are clearing land, and because we like to look at the scenery of the sea, we clear the mangroves, thinking that we are now going to be able to enjoy the sea that way. But what's happening is that the sea is coming into our land now,
Yeah.
and erosion is happening, and now we have to build seawalls. And building seawalls is very expensive. So it comes as a cost to not only our governments, but it comes as a cost to our people as well, because we have to be paying more taxes, we have to be investing more in creating these barriers that were once natural and can be kept natural, you see. So there are very, very much negative impacts to not having mangroves in their natural state.
Well said.
So within your group, so your main focus per se, your main focus has been the preservation of mangroves in the area. That's one of the areas that you'd like to focus.
That is one of our areas,
Okay.
and we enforce a lot on environmental awareness and creating a conscious society, a conscious community. That is our.
And it's like you correctly said, you're focusing a lot on the young people.
That is
Yes,
right.
sir.
Because it's hard to change these habits from the older people who have gotten used to just throwing away their tamalitos covers,
Yes. The
the
older
wraps,
people.
the wraps and
Older
so on.
people.
Tírala y no importa, alguien la va a recoger.
The
Por eso
older
es que
people.
le pagan a la gente. Pero qué mentalidad más absurda.
The older people.
Qué mentalidad más absurda, que si no lo quiero no va a tener chamba aquel.
So we have to educate the older people too.
Actually, I think
Even
with
the
all
younger
the
ones.
Some of the older people. I know you're looking at me.
I know that look. I know that look that they're giving you.
You know?
I just want to say, now that you're mentioning the tamales wrap and those things, after the cleanup, we always take all the volunteers, all the various groups, we take them to Mangrove Park, and we have a short ceremony to commemorate Earth Day, and we also give them food. The food that we give is always tamales, because tamales is something cultural from Corozal, it's some Corozaleño thing, and also the tamales wrap is organic. It's a leaf, so it degrades.
I wouldn't have foil here, you know.
No foil thing. No. This is the banana leaves, and all the tamales that are made with the banana leaves, and these then we will put in a compost pile. So the garbage that we produce during the event is also very small. You know, our footprint is very small
On the
for this
environment,
event.
it's very small.
So we try to
I like
keep
that.
those things. in
And
place.
even today, I know that a lot of plastic bags now are made out of rice, are made now injected with a new technology that was discovered in England some time ago, but available now in Belize, that the plastic bags are injected with a certain chemical where within 3 months it will disintegrate.
Yes, indeed.
But not all bags imported into Belize are being manufactured this way. I know the bags that Common Garden does. Hello, I am putting in a shot there. that our bags, but what happens is that a lot of the regular bags that people when they go buy only barbecue and they give one plastic bag, those are not treated chemically.
The Taiwanese bag.
Well, no, it could be also from Mexico, could be from any place else. But some of them, because of the concern that people have for the environment, those are not going to last. They might, 3 months, and when exposed to the elements of they're just going to disintegrate.
Yeah.
Period. It's just a chemical injection that there is.
And there is that option of going with plastics that are degradable, or there is the option of simply not asking for a bag.
Mhm.
Sometimes you go to the store and you purchase one juice, and the Chinese man would take it and put it in a plastic bag and give you, and then you're going to drink it right there, and or take it a few steps away and open the thing and then just throw the garbage. The bag is not necessary.
In
at
some
times.
places in Mexico and in the United States, they don't give you any bags. In fact, they
They
charge
charge
you.
you if you want a bag.
They
yeah.
charge you for the bags.
And that's
just
a
so
good
to
option.
promote the green bags that they have, and you pay, let's say, $5 for something for the big green bag, the eco bag,
Green bag in the handle and boss up fast, man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's always good to know that we have people that care about our environment at the level that where you are. So we want to thank you for dropping by the show and keep us posted on what's happening. Any final words from you, Ms. Levy?
I want to say that you guys could find us on Facebook. We have our Facebook page, Focus. You could give us a like and keep updated with the activities.
One question that I
we-
forgot to ask you, I know you just good to, it's only in Corozal you have Focus.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have any plans in spreading out to other districts?
At this point in time, we are trying to get established formally, and when I say formally, we mean that we want to have the NGO running continuously by staff. At this
You want to stand up before you run.
Yes, at this present time, it's all volunteers. I mean, you know me, I have a job, and I have a job elsewhere in a different sector, and I take from my time to be contributing to Focus and to contributing to sustainability in Corozal because this is my passion. And much like me, Elma is here, who is similarly involved, and we are all volunteers. All our board, all the people who are actually on the ground doing things, we are all volunteers.
Who are some of the other people involved with you?
We have a very famous guy in Corozal who has taught almost the entire district, Mr. Graham Sampson. He is well known in the district. He was the founder of the Eagles Club, from which Elma was a president of. I myself was a president on that, and so for many years we've had his support. We have other people from Centro Escolar Mexico, from the Corozal Junior College, from CCC, from ESTM.
How much members?
We have approximately 20 members currently, and the numbers are growing. We have a lot of people who support the cause who have not yet turned to be members. The membership was open just this year. That is why we have small numbers.
Well, I'd like to see the day when this sort of initiative comes to Orange Walk. It doesn't necessarily have to be focused, but it might just as well be, But this sort of awareness and creating a new conscience from the people saying, no debemos a tirar basura, no debemos estar cortando el mangrove, una conciencia de lo bonito que es el medio ambiente y sobre todo tratar de conservar el medio ambiente para que siempre podamos tener vida de esto.
Antes de cerrar, yo quisiera decir que nuestro ambiente, nuestro medio ambiente es un recurso que compartimos. Lo compartimos no solo con nosotros seres humanos, lo compartimos con otros seres como las aves, los animales, las plantas, y entonces es un recurso que prestamos y nosotros estamos aquí para un corto tiempo.
Que debemos de cuidar.
Y tenemos que cuidar porque eso le vamos a heredar a nuestros niños, le vamos a heredar a todas a la gente que va a venir después.
Exactamente. Pues yo sobre todo les quiero felicitar por la iniciativa que antes debemos de tener, como siempre digo, when I hear about volunteers and volunteerism, I think that, you're way ahead of most people because I don't have to coerce you into belonging to a group. You already have that disposition to help And that's important, you know. And that's important. So I want to congratulate you for the initiative that you have. I want to wish you all the best in all your endeavors, you know, and hope to be able to see more coming from Focus in the very future, and also to invite the people to become a part of it and to try to make that change that we want. We can always be saying, I wish we made like Chatham, I wish we made like, but if you don't become a part of it, then you're never going anywhere.
Indeed.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, on behalf of Focus, I just want to say thank you very much for having us here on your show this morning and allowing us to share our message. And we want to ask the people to join our cause, come out and help. You can contribute in various ways. You can contribute not only by coming out and cleaning, but also by avoiding throwing rubbish on the streets. So I want to take the time to say thank you to everyone, and we hope to see a large crowd tomorrow in Mangrove Park.
Okay, well, de nuevo muchas gracias, Delon.
Thank you very much. With that, we'll take a commercial break and we'll be back with more for you on the Sugar City Morning Show. It's 6 minutes after 8 o'clock.
They see you and how you're living. Always a star, yes. You live in color to the limit. Large and in charge, yes. That's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things, things ever run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color, Buster.
In the past year, Digicel has gotten thousands of new customers. They're DigiFans. Want to know why? Because they get more love with more text, more talk, more data, more free everything, including more promotions.
I'm a DigiFan.
I'm a DigiFan.
I'm a DigiFan.
Because I get more.
Because I get more.
Because I get more.
Digicel, always giving you more.
Bullies! Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Hello?
Have you sent the credit yet?
Ay, sorry, dears. I forgot. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Did we get a credit?
What? That'd be quick.
Unless you have powers like Farron here, you can use Digicel Send Me Credit service to instantly send credit to anyone just by dialing *77 followed by the # or *798 followed by the #, then the number you want to send credit to. Finally, add the cash amount and click Send. Always more with Digicel.
Bullies! Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
My name is Ken.
Sherry Burgess from New York.
Well, I believe we have come a long way.
The development it's really great. You know, the roads are much nicer. Streets are so nice now.
More commercial buildings, more businesses.
It is nothing like the Belize that I see today.
I'm happy with Belize's progress, and I hope they continue to do it. As a young nation, I think we're growing, and what the government is doing so far is very good for the country.
Dean Barrow is the man, and he came in and do a a whole lot, changed this whole country around, and
He's doing an excellent job. We're catching up.
I think that the leaders have arrived finally.
Everything has changed and developed so beautifully.
We are proud to be believers. Proud to be believers.
Everyone's a DigiFan, and it's only getting better. More talk with the lowest rates to the most people in the country. More value with the best text bundles that come out of your free bonus credit. And more ways to reach the world, because your international calls and texts do too. More free everything, with promotions like the night shift with unlimited talk and text for only $1.99 a night.
I'm a DigiFan. I'm a DigiFan.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
It's going down this April. Unlimited talking text all night long for just $1.99 with Digicel's Night Shift. Talk and text with your Digicel friends and fam as long as you want. Just dial *638 to activate. This April, be unlimited with Digicel's Night Shift. Police, check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Before we continue, we're going to go to the weekly report from ASR as to where the milling process is right now.
ASR Group, Belize Sugar, Tower Hill, Mill Report 2016. Factory performance, cane grung per tons. This week, 44,565. This crop, 870,173. Last crop, 952,322. Factory performance, sugar produced per tons. This week, 4,952. This crop, 84,525. Last crop, 118,193. Factory performance, grinding rate, tons per day. This week, 6,366. This crop, 6,543. Last crop, 7,160. Cane quality, juice purity first expressed by percent. This week, 86.56. This crop, 85.21. Last crop, 88.10. Cane quality, tons cane to tons sugar. This week, 9.00. This crop, 10.29. Last crop, 8.06. Factory efficiency, pulp extraction sugar extracted from cane by percent. This week, 96.22. This crop, 95.89. Last crop, 95.32. Factory efficiency, factory time efficiency by percent. This week, 96.68. This crop, 95.92. Last crop, 97.71. Se le recuerda a los choferes de camiones las siguientes reglas y guías al entrar la fábrica. Las personas bajo la influencia de alcohol o drogas no se les permitirán entrar a la fábrica. Antes de entrar en las puertas de la fábrica, los camiones deben de tener la caña bien asegurada con caneras o eslingas que están en buenas condiciones. Choferes de camiones deben estar correctamente vestidos. Sandalias y pantalones cortos no son vestimenta apropiada para entrar a la fábrica. Solo se permiten 3 trailers por tractor.
That's your weekly report from ASR BSI Group. Emmanuel, the border hot right now, boy.
You know, and we do have responsibility when it comes to, you know, having our guests and so forth. But what happens is that, you know, at the itch for the longest to get on to this issue.
Talk to me.
Because yesterday I saw the release from the president of Guatemala, and I was so incensed, and I was so maddened when I listened to it, to think that the president of Guatemala can actually go on national television and talk nonsense. Nonsense, literally so. To think that at the end of the day, you know, he can talk about putting 3,000 more soldiers on the not only the Sarstoon, but deploying on the Sarstoon, right, and talking about that the incident where the young man was killed happened in Melchor or Petén
Real
or
craziness,
wherever it is, you know, and trying to, you see how tactfully he did this, trying to evoke emotion from the people, and concentrating on the fact that this was a 13-year-old or a 15-year-old.
Maybe if you may have his soldiers or authorities in a place long time, the man for them border the right way, then that may stop the Guatemalan then from coming and Belize can do what they want. You look funny that
in the first place, Mr. Man, whoever you may be, I want you to know that Belize is certain, is up to, and has even asked the OAS to verify the position where this happened. But we are certain that it happened well within Belizean territory.
That's where they went back and
well within Belizean territory.
And
in the first place, if you go by the BDF report, it says that first they met up with one individual, and that person was taken in, and then I don't know if it is as a result of that, or very simply because they were doing further checks, that they were immediately confronted with fire coming from
what
the
you expect the BDF then do? They just shot one and then they...
And you mean Guatemalan soldiers coming into our territory and shoot at a Belizean soldiers? You to try to tell me that you know I shoot back?
Guatemalan citizens. Citizens.
Yeah, citizens, I'm sorry. Citizens. Right. I apologize. You know I shoot back? All right?
Remember they ambushed the BDF then they are there and they shoot one of the BDF.
Exactly. What if we were to throw at their faces that, yes, that situation? Why do, if we would throw to them the Danny Conoke situation, where some people from Guatemala, regardless if they were not soldiers, we don't even know who that was. We have had our share of Belizeans being killed as well. And now in a national appeal to try to evoke emotion from and sympathy, because I think that's what he's trying to do, you know, from the Guatemalan public. You know, he goes on national television and and almost lo único que faltaba es que llore.
Remember Morales now clung, you know.
Well, I guess there's ample confirmation of that.
You know? Damn clung. But again, we have to be, in my view, we have to be careful because it's what I call extreme provocation.
Es provocación que están haciendo.
And it boils right down to what Mr. Harrington have been saying, the minister have been saying for a while now. They basically bullying us because they're a bigger country than us.
And
they got a bigger armed force, because imagine they're just sending a battalion of 3,000 soldiers to man the border. That's already more soldiers than what we have in the whole country.
That's exactly right. Yes, exactly right.
That's more, just one battalion.
It's provoking. It's provoking us. Now, then you think about it, say, well, ¿dónde quiere llevar Guatemala esta situación? ¿Dónde lo quiere llevar? You
And
know,
then they show
want
no
to have
respect.
a little confrontation there because maybe Guatemala has enough problems of its own already on
Divert,
their local
to divert.
scene. So they want to divert attention and try to
As
generate
I'm going to read up something the other day where Jimmy
generate emotion and
Morales,
sympathy towards the case and divert attention to their big problems.
where Jimmy Morales Ghana find out that the country is in more problems than he thought. And there was, I was reading up something about that.
So now,
and he said that he won't be able to fix the problem.
Of course not. So now, rather than confront the situation, he's trying to divert attention to those problems that he has, y entonces tratar de decir, okay, vamos a poner tantos soldados ahí y quizás suceda algo. Y si sucede una confrontación, entonces eso va a generar emoción de la gente de parte de Guatemala y ya estamos a otro nivel, compañeros. You know, político que es, cómico que es finalmente.
Somebody said, good morning. Remember, we can't blame the president for talking the way he, talking such a way. Remember, he's a comedian. But you not take Fui, you not take Mr. President of Guatemala, you not take Fui livelihood as a comedy show. Deal with your own self like
but
that.
As a consequence of that, then the government issued a press release. And that was, it says, and I will read it, guys. I'll take time out to read it, and we will have a comment on that. It says, Belmopan, April 21st. The office of the Prime Minister rejects the version of events in the statement by President Jimmy Morales made to the Guatemalan public on the 21st of April regarding the incident in Belize's Cebada area of the Chiquibul National Park. Belize has a long history and a tradition as a peace-loving country, respectful of international law, human rights, and with a strong democratic culture where the rule of law has always prevailed. The government and people of Belize always abide by these strong and unshakable traditions. Accordingly, Belizean security forces and law enforcement officials would never perpetrate an armed attack on civilians, especially minors, except in exercise of the right to self-defense. The government of Belize reiterates that the mandate and authority given to Belize law enforcement and security agencies to enforce Belizean laws and protect Belize's natural resources and territorial integrity is at all times implemented on the basis of recourse to the use of force only as a last and justified resort. But respect for life and rights must always include respect for the life and rights of Belizean law enforcement officials and security officers. Security forces. In this case, the BDF reports of the incidents indicate that our patrol in Belizean national territory came under attack to which they responded in justifiable self-defense. It is to be pointed out that the patrol included civilian personnel from the NGO group FCD, and those personnel confirmed the fact that our patrol simply responded after they were fired upon or in fear of their lives. Belize, the latest shooting attack on Belizean officials is part of a continued pattern of aggression by Guatemalan civilians engaged in illegal activities on Belize's side of the adjacency zone. In this regard, the Office of the Prime Minister recollects the earlier attacks which resulted in the murder of Special Constable Danny Conocky and the shooting of Sergeant Richard Lambie. Belize wishes to remind the government of Guatemala that both countries are committed to the confidence-building measures. Aha, that's important.
But
Signed in
Guatemala behave like they know about
Exactly, which obliges both governments to act responsibly. Vous savez, what they're saying is, you're not send 3,000 troops if you sign the confidence-building measures. To act responsibly, and in word and in deed, when dealing with any incident may occur along the border. In this regard, we find the statements made and position taken by President Morales to be unhelpful and inflammatory.
To the situation.
Yes, the current amassing of Guatemalan troops in the border areas, including the Sarsoon River, only adds volatility to the tensions already created by illicit activities in these areas. For its part, the government of Belize will continue to abide strictly by the confidence-building measures, and we urge the government of Guatemala to do the same. Well written. Okay? A lot of people are saying, oh, we're too soft, we're too this, we're too the other.
Why? But then again,
you see, if we do contrary, then we begin to give the wrong impression to the world who's watching. And if anybody wants to be a fool, let them be the fools. But Belize should not be the fool. If we act contrary and we begin to have to be confrontational wise, we begin to lose support from those people who have always been on our side, and we cannot afford to do that. You understand? We cannot afford that.
I don't know. It is something to watch, because again, like I mentioned, I believe it's extreme provocation. The hothead Belizeans might be saying, like you rightfully mentioned, that we soft and we government this and we should have sent for solar down there.
Bomb them out and this and the other.
Oh yeah, send all your solars there. What happened to the rest of the country? The and again too, one of the next sad thing will come out of it to me that I don't know why they do it, but they got right for doing it in their own party. They have removed Assad Schuman as the head man, for the opposition.
For the People's United Party, and they have
in the leading negotiation, no?
And I have maximum respect for Eamon Courtney. I want you to know that in terms of his participation in the what you call it. But it just we mentioned this because obviously Assad has been involved in this thing way too long. But and apparently was doing a good job, but they know what they do. But at the end of the day, I find President Morales' response very irresponsible. I find it to be,
Let me read this text because we're at a point right now where people they wonder. The question is, how we reach to this stage? You understand? Somebody said, "Good morning, blessing to you and our entire Joel Belize. We are just now paying the consequence of the provocation that was caused by the group of those who say they are protecting the borders, headed by the De La Fuente brothers and the others who just follow foolishly." I read it out because I saw the people want to hear it.
I want to point out.
And again, the territorial volunteers have a trip supposed to go. The one on the border, Marcus.
Well, I am going to be honest with you.
I don't know if that is such a good idea.
If I was in that group, I wouldn't go.
I don't know if that is such a good idea.
I wish them well. As much I can tell you. I want to tell you that, let me just...
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
But here
the president has ordered security. Never was on that list. Never was. El presidente Jimmy Morales dijo que a partir de este jueves se ejercerá un estricto ejercicio de protección a la soberanía del río Sarsoon. En el primer lugar, quiero que sepan, Jimmy Morales y ustedes, de que el río Sarsoon no les pertenece. Punto. La mitad del río Sarsoon le pertenece a Guatemala y la mitad le pertenece a Belice. Guatemala no es dueño de todo el río Sarsoon. Eso es
So if they want to own the whole Sarsoon, so we can't get in the water?
Thank you. Now it goes to say, it says, de procesión del río Salstún. Entonces dice la porción que le pertenece a Guatemala. Y dice del río Salstún, in general. You need to understand that. Okay? Y toda la línea de adyacencia para garantizar que no haya más abusos de parte de las fuerzas de defensa de Belice. En su cuenta de Twitter, el ejército, and I'm reading off la prensa libre, el ejército de Guatemala ha informado del despliegue militar en la zona de adyacencia con Belice y el traslado de materiales al apostadero del río Salstún. Compañeros, el presidente
Comedian.
Payaso
Ese payaso.
Sí. Ha ordenado que se muevan 3,000 soldados al área. 3,000 soldados al área. Y eso es máxima provocación.
This text yesterday morning, Delon Emmanuel, we should go to the ICJ to settle this dispute and sue the Guatemalan government for all the damages done to our forests by Guatemalans.
Es que si no terminamos con esto una vez por todas, vamos a tener ese tipo de confrontación. Y yo no le quiero dejar, quisiera que le dejáramos a nuestros hijos, a nuestros nietos, a nuestros bisnietos, este tipo de situación, porque va a empeorar. Va a empeorar.
3,000 soldiers equipped, ready for action.
Y entonces ellos dicen que Belice también está movilizando. Belice no está movilizando nada. Belice no tiene ninguna necesidad.
We don't need for the follow up there and the craziness, but it's of concern, because then if, you know what could be ugly, Emmanuel, especially in the Chiquiboli area, whereby if you have the citizens that come in and Belize to do what they want, because they feel like Guatemala, Belize is like Guatemala, what guarantee we have that the soldiers respect the borderline in Chiquiboli area and then come in and Belize past the adjacent zone and then already the problem will start?
Es que tenemos nosotros establecidos de que el tratado de the Treaty of 1859 clearly marks the southern boundary as
but they're not respecting it.
Right. But ahora, ¿qué es? Estamos hablando de gente grande, gente adulta, gente a nivel.
Ignorant people.
Yeah, I don't know if it's ignorant. I think that they play fool.
That's why they play the fool.
They play the
because
fool.
They know where the line there. So that's
because
what I'm saying.
They damn well know, I'm sorry for that, but they damn well know where the line is.
That's what I'm saying.
They're being provocative.
What will stop the soldiers from coming in? Okay. If the citizens they want no law, they come in. Why stop the soldiers? No, they are coming, can try to do what they want.
3,000 soldados. Según prensa libre, el ministro de la Defensa, Williams Mancilla, habló que son 3,000 soldados enviados a la zona de adyacencia y al río Salstún para reforzar la presencia militar en la zona. Recalcó, nuestra presencia es disuasiva, de protección civil y para mantener la soberanía del territorio. De los destacamentos de Poptún y Santa Elena salieron al Salstún, caibiles y soldados de la Fuerza Naval y Terrestre, explicó Mancilla. En el año 2000 los países firmaron las medidas de fomento de confianza. Según el ministro, Belice no ha cumplido el acuerdo. ¿Qué? ¿Cómo que Belice no ha cumplido el acuerdo? Tiene la audacia de decir que Belice no ha cumplido el acuerdo cuando son ellos los que siempre no están cumpliendo con el acuerdo. ¿Qué nos tratan de tontos? Recordó que desde 1999 a la fecha han aumentado 15 agresiones de soldados beliceños contra guatemaltecos. Hay casos que no han salido a la luz donde han muerto compatriotas. Pues déjame decirte algo. No estamos hablando de 15, estamos hablando de cientos de personas de guatemaltecos que constantemente están cruzando nuestras fronteras a venir a hacer cosas ilegales en nuestro país. Y nosotros vamos a empezar a contar esas cantidades. Así que dejen de hablar tonterías, compañeros de la prensa libre. Sé que nos están viendo.
You see, I mentioned earlier that probably it's not too late, but he's sending his soldiers over to the borders should help Belize reinforce the law and have the citizens not coming over to Belize. Because if they were there, maybe they tell a long time, they say, stand up for the area, like that.
You think they're generally going to do that? Or they're
That's
gonna
why I'm
do
hoping that they
even
will want to do
because
it.
they've already seen such provocation. Do you think that by previous agreement they're not gonna permit the people to go?
Watch out. This text say
You think that will stop them?
Guatemala want the same privilege they have in the West. They have aduana on our side of the Mopan, if you notice. Again, to Morales, then somebody, I have an next text here. Somebody really get offended. They say, no digas payaso, and then they insult you. They say, respecta chapina de corazon. But you live the Belize. Yeah, you eat good. Go back, so if you don't like we call a clown, we call a clown.
Pero los mismos guatemaltecos lo llaman payasos.
You know, a comedian. You know, a real comedian. You know, but I would just hope, Emmanuel, that in this manner, the soldiers would stop their people from coming in to go to. And then I'll tell you something. You know, one of the cause of all of this is the poverty in those areas. That the Guatemalan government not taking care of their people. Because if they were taking care of their people like they should and alleviate the poverty-stricken zones along our borderlines, then these people wouldn't have to come into Belize to try to make a life.
Porque todo el terreno ya está dado a la gente adinerada en esa área. Ya la gente pobre no tiene dónde ir a sembrar. Pero ese es un problema interno. Por eso es que se le está pidiendo a Guatemala que trate de levantar el estado de vida de su gente en el Petén, para que no tengan que cruzar a Belice a venir a sembrar. O a robarnos nuestro chaté.
Let me ask you something.
O robar nuestro oro.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question. Because this text, I read it again. It's another time for Seward, Philip, and Lande, De La Fuente, and Will Mejia got up, then start up everything. You see now, people...
Vamos a ver qué van a hacer, porque si entonces, yo te voy a ser franco, si van a estar en Guatemala va a poner una posición aún más agresiva. Si antes les topaban el bote y los trataban de detener, ahora va a ser diferente.
La prensa
te dirías al final del día, pues aún con más razón voy a ir a hacerlo. Pero al final del día, si entonces, a menos de que quieras morir héroe, ahí tú haces esa decisión. Ahí tú haces esa decisión. Pero al final del día, créeme cuando te digo que esto es provocación. Provocación a ver a dónde llega esto. Entonces, ellos quieren que nosotros respondamos. They want us to respond. They want us to have a confrontation so that they can take it to another level, generate local interest, local sympathy within the country.
You would agree with me, but I think that Guatemala is really just being a bully.
Of course they're being a bully.
I gotta tell you something. You see the story the idea in the news that Jews, they broke. How much Guatemalan children not come cross the border every day, bus full. Every day can get one education in Belize. And we not got a problem with that. You understand me? We not got a problem with that. They come and they learn English, they get educated in a much better system and where they have, because of the poverty-stricken zone you find in all of them Guatemalan borderline areas, and they come and get a better education, and nobody stop there. As a matter of fact, the government make way for them. You know, we don't have Belizeans. Some Belizeans don't like the idea, but because of the fact that there are children involved, you know, you let it slide. You let it slide. So all of these things Morales have to put into consideration, man, because then really they go on like a real bully for you, man. Sugar City Morning Show, hello?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
I don't mean to change the subject, but I would like to bring something up to yourself and the viewers out here in Orange Walk, especially.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
If that's okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Number one, we have two counselors. I'm wondering what they're doing and if they're representing the people.
Yeah.
I say this because I believe, and I spoke with many the citizens here in Orange Walk, they are very concerned with where their tax dollars are going.
We keep saying that, sir.
They want to know why aren't these two individuals doing anything about it. Some of the suggestions that they've brought forth is that you guys there at the station initiate some type of, I guess, maybe signatures from the citizens of Orange Walk to request an internal fluorescent audit from government. This document should be signed by all the UDP representatives, Honorable Gaspar Vega, Lodio, everybody. Plus, see how many signatures we can get. I'm sure 2,000 to 3,000 signatures to request it.
Easy.
Also, a forensic audit to audit anybody where they feel have enriched themselves within the town council, regardless of who it is. Now, we want to know here, or I want to know here, why in the 5 years that they've been there, that this has not been done, nor has anybody spearheaded this type of initiative.
Thank you. Thank you very much,
And
caller.
I will agree with you when you say we have two councillors and they are quiet with you. I don't know why they are so quiet and.
But his issue transcends just the two what you call it. He says he's questioning why is it that all of this is not generating interest and participation from the general public, which is so true. And I'm sure that people must be wondering how come this is happening? How come this one buys such a house? How come this one? And we're not casting aspersions. We just want to know, very simply.
We've been calling them out for some time now, Carl, and to be honest with you, we're not getting no response. And you know, I think we have to send them an official letter saying that we need to hear from them, because I think in honesty, myself and Emmanuel are doing much more than they should be doing as councillors in terms of keeping an eye on the town council for the people. Am I right, Emmanuel?
Yes.
You know, so anyway, we are dealing that Monday. We're almost all the time. So they said they're getting fever, they're getting overpopulated. We Belizeans should plant more corn, pepita, seed and beans, etc. Export. That's all right. Then I have another text here. It said, close the border, stop the nationalization of Guatemalans to Belize, and of course recall our ambassador as they did. Respect the given where respect is due.
I'm wondering what's going to be the Belize's
hold on.
position there.
They are committed, and they encourage not us will hear careful what you ask for in endangering us all. It is a fact that we can't defeat ourselves. Our laws don't even allow us to bear arms to be able to protect ourselves. Sugar City Morning Show, hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Manisha. I'm Sugar City.
Yes.
My name is Mr. Dillon.
Morning.
Mr. Dillon, I just hear about news and I see program, I see different programs, and I just hear about Guatemala and so. And now they say government from Guatemala, they say like the Belize Defense Force stupid or something like that last night on the news. And that 13 years, 11 years old, then that's on kids where they know and do nothing and so. Me, when I'm a small woman, I used to travel one lot with my mom because we have family in Guatemala, the Salvador, we have Guanam, we have nephews, and people live right there. But not because that we have to live with self, make them come and make them take like if we the garbage in our own country.
Righteous.
That day I made a regular party sit down with my legal. Our pastor said, we don't want the pigs, we want the pig things. So enough we own country, they want to call we pigs and animal, and then the animal we want to harass you and do all kind of things like that.
Yeah.
So I said, how you say, well, then come to border, come buy them stuff and sort and pick new land because once one lady have one picnic right there at Belize, then one thing then the owner can Belize. We Belize and we can't go to Guatemala to have one baby and we will stay there because I want speculated mattress and all kind of thing. We can't go over there and open one shop.
Why a long time?
So I don't know why then they put on then that then this government don't have the results from the picnic where they kill and all kind of thing. How could he get that? How when they want then kill one Belizean or something?
Yeah.
No one do nothing that that's why they kill. No one he want put himself not to investigate and all kind of thing because they kill the Levi from 13 years old.
What did Levi do that in the first place?
Yeah, what then do? Because Mr. Dillon, we grow right at them place, you know, we grow all the place because my mom she's from Mexico, Mexican side. My pa, from Nicaragua.
Yeah.
So we made about all around the place and music, everything. We made us used to be small. My cousin married with one Paisa. Mr. Dillon, you ever say when then the own people and the boys, parents beat up my cousin finished the hospital and all. And then tell her if they go back, they will kill her. So when they come like that, they want that we treat them like if they're not the king, then better than we. No, we have to fight for we rights because our kids, when they come up, and then we will stay with the benefit and everything can be leased. So we have to fight. We don't have to wait let somebody else go fight for we. We have to say and fight for what's up for we.
Okay. All right, thank you.
And with all respect, Mr. DeLongo, you don't have to let yourself make Guatemala.
No, we're not left for self. We're not left for self. But basically, what we're saying.
My niece live on Charles Farm. When I gone right there, well, how the place name Little Guatemala? Well, that's not supposed to happen. But we left for self. Make them come right here and let them do all kind of things because we can't go to Guatemala open one shop or I going to build one house right there because they want to chase me quickly. So we don't have to let ourselves, we have to fight for picnic. So with picnic, we have to fight that. We don't have to let ourselves, let them come tell we one whole bunch of things right there. We know and we let the government go fight for we. We have to do that. We have to put foot on the ground.
Okay there.
Okay, Mr. Dillon.
Thank you. Emmanuel, again, too, this is what these kind of moves that is, this is the kind of move that Morales is doing will cause people to start looking at their neighbors and remembering all the bad things, all the bad experience that they have with their neighbors who's not from Belize, and the problem could get internally from there. No? So we have to be careful. Let us be humble about what is happening, and of course, you know, make nobody try to run over you. You know, you're dead for what you stand for. But I'm pretty sure that we have a prime minister here in this country who people might say quiet on the situation, but the prime minister will intervene when the time is right, and the prime minister will not allow nobody to come and try to take a blade of grass or dictate piece of no kind of federal legislation compared to we want our chance in a few words to say. I'm pretty sure that Dean Barona allowed that.
Last night I saw a post that says, you know, that above everything else that we should remain cool, that we should remain calm. Yes, I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. I don't think that it is time for us to be advocating any violence. Yes, it is natural that you become incensed, that you become angry when you read and you watch these things. Yes, but we have to go through a process of where, you know, we do away with that anger and we say, you know, let cool minds prevail. So this is what we're saying. We need to be cool, we need to be calm about this situation, and let's not be advocating violence, because then we are dropping into the game that Guatemala is putting out to us.
Sugar City Morning Show, hello.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
Pertaining to the topic with Guatemala and troops, etc. The Guatemalans at this time are building a solid structure by their old base in the Sarstoon area because they live in a touch house. They're building a solid structure for their troops to occupy. So the soldiers that are there are working on that building. So I don't know if they misconstrued the information that then they are mass troops at the border. But anyway, it's been happening. One of my concerns that took place Friday, we have the OAS Secretary General that visited Belize. And on that same day, they had the opening of the base by the Sarstoon entrance. Why didn't somebody advise the Secretary General from the OAS to take that journey with the minister to the border to open that building, to get a first-hand look of what is happening in that area, which has been very good because you can see the Guatemalan in Belize waters are not 1, 2, or 3, 5 or 6, 7, and instead they're having fun. They're getting fun with Guatemalans on Belizean soil, dancing our music, eating our food, and yet Guatemala is showing face in the Sarstoon area, man. What the hell is this? Then here come on media yesterday, the best thing to do is go to the ICJ. They don't want to work.
I think Carla, that Emmanuel struck a very serious note earlier when he mentioned that Guatemala have bigger issues than they can deal with right now, so then they find something to distract the attention from what they have.
Well, I heard that this morning as well on another radio station. One of the point to.
Hello. Somebody said we are a small, loving country, and I don't think that we need to fight to solve this problem. Belizeans be smart. They are testing our faith, but we are smart. Again, somebody saying that they want the UNICEF to jump on their side because there was a little boy that got shot. Because to protect the rights of child. But the question is what a little boy is doing at the bush at 13? I've been busy at school. Sugar City Morning Show, hello.
Yes, good morning, people.
Morning.
I was watching the news last night with respect to this thing with Belize and Guatemala.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that in one way or the other, we have been taking it too cool. It's good how Emmanuel say we need to remain calm and everything, but we need to be truthful, and from our heart. I heard the Minister of National Security saying that the drone that was flown, that it might have not been military. Regardless if it's military or not military,
shoot it down.
I mean, they are violating our
airspace. I mean, shoot it down.
We should show them that they should respect, because it's not the first, it's the second time, and dignitaries were there. You know how we look like bloody fools there.
I just think that the government should practice some of these strict measures. For example, like somebody suggested in my song, where close the western border. Close it so nobody go spend no money over there. No, they can't go spend no money. Squeeze them somewhere or the other. Stop the picnic and go study that.
Well, whenever one country recalls their ambassador from that country, it is almost always met with a reconciliatory move, not conciliatory move, reciprocal move, and the other country does the same thing.
In respect to Prensa Libre.
To the clown.
And he's a clown president to say. I mean, it looks bad the way he just said, that a 13-year-old was killed by the Belize military, which is to an extent true, but there must be some effect to cause that effect.
Disappearance.
So the way he said it looks bad that the military apparently just went and killed the man, but that's not the case.
That's not the case. You're absolutely right, sir.
Parents shield.
Responsible as to what he says, especially to the media, because that moves from here to around the world,
And then not only that, parents they use their children to shield them. You put a gun. I think if you put a gun in a 10-year-old hand, and then I pull the trigger, it's not no longer a child.
Yeah, it is true. So I think the best thing to do, the government need to put a stand. The minister cannot go and say, and say that yes, this drone we cannot establish it, because he look like cowards. We are not cowards. We should say what we mean.
All right, brother.
Well, okay, thanks, Mr. Leo. Thanks, Emmanuel.
Sure, man, anytime.
Yeah, it's a sad situation, and I think the hardest thing, easy for we say keep your head, cooler heads prevail.
Yes.
Easy for we say
Easy.
that, but
very
it's not easy to do.
Yes.
And I think
then that's
I think what we should look out for in terms of more harassment is in that same Chiquibol area, whereby if the Guatemalan soldiers will be there, something about to get nasty down that side. Because if they're not stopping their citizens from coming into Belize, then we have problem. What will stop them from coming into Belize, thinking that that is for them? So it's about to get nasty.
All
I
I'm saying is
believe.
move with caution when it comes to those areas. Nothing is going to stop you from going to those areas, just that think about what you're doing. Think about the purpose of your whole mission. Think. Do we want to be brought home in a coffin, or do you want to come back home alive? That's very simple.
Belize really easy. They want in the boat not sit down on a reef out there. One of the Guatemalan vessels sit down on a reef, a part of a reef or something like that, and they never really make a big issue out of it. You say, well, but I just think Guatemala being a bully, and we just have to, like I say, cooler heads prevail. You know, I mean, it sung sad, it sung maybe I said a coward or what, but when you do the maths, we could clearly see that their soldiers and their army outnumbers our army. And maybe people have the hope that if something happen, England will run to the rescue, America will run to the rescue. Then things don't happen overnight like that. You understand me, Manuel? 3,000 soldiers
ya
que
sabemos
move border.
que su política extranjera de muchos países es por conveniencia. Y ahí estoy diciendo muchísimo.
3,000 soldiers at the border is already much more than our whole defense unit. How much soldiers we got? About 2,000.
It's, no. That information, I'm not making them privy to that information.
But they know.
No, but
But
it
they
does not
know.
come from me.
You know? Anyway, we got to get out of here. Again, we keep a watchful eye on this. We'll be back with you Monday. I want to remind you that Dr. Angelo will be having school shoes tomorrow for boys and girls, sale at the park, 7 a.m. all day long.
Yes. I have been asked by a number of people to read the press release again. I have not been able to do that, very simply because a little blue screen got on with the computer.
We'll follow up that
with the
Monday.
thing. But I'm in the process of getting that information, guys. Just give me a little break. And okay. So yeah, I think that I am just in. Your computer is off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all I know that most of my neighbors are Guatemalans, and I know where to start. No man, we don't want that. We have to live good amongst each other. Remember, Belize, our mixed pot of people, all different kind of races and culture that lives, and we have learned to live with each other, and we want to keep it that way, all right? Well, if you can't get that, Emmanuel, we got to get out of here because it's already 9 o'clock. And we got to move on for today, Friday. So we'll be back with you Monday. We'll follow up the situation. I'm pretty sure this is not a situation that will go away overnight. And I want to remind you about the meeting at San Jose and San Pablo on Sunday at 4. So Village Council meeting for preparing for Village Council election. For Maurice Kokom on cameras, Raheem Wagner on control. Our director, Mr. Robert Chekiosha. My name is Dylan Jones.
My name is Emmanuel, and just in case if people want us to read, and I apologize for that reading, the computer is working on updates, and when he got, look, I got you in mind. But and I invite people to go into Government of Belize Press Office, okay, where you can view this. And from what I've seen, about 300, the article has been shared in excess of 250, 300 times. And if you can go in and share it so we can propagate we can, spread the information, I do believe, and importantly enough, we can also read the comments, and you can also put your own comments on it as well. But at the end of the day, guys, I believe that it's a trap that that Guatemala is setting. I believe at the end of the day that yes, it evokes emotion, but we must be wise and we must be patient, and we must know how to deal with that anger that comes up. So let's be cool-headed, let's be calm, let's see how it goes. I think.
Have a safe weekend.
Have
Belize.
a safe weekend, guys.
See you back here on Monday.
Sugar City Morning Show.